Live started.
Om Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Om Paramagurubhyo Namaha. Om Sarvagurubhyo Namaha. Neelatungastanagiri subdhamudbhotya Krishnam Parartyam swam sudhisarasirasiddhamadhyapayanti Sochishthayam Srajnigalitam ya bhalat kritya bhunkte Godhadhasye namayidhamidam bhuya yevastu bhuyaha அன்னவயல் புதுவை ஆண்டாள் அரங்கற்கு பண்ணு திருப்பாவை பல்பதியம் இன் இசையால் பாடிக் கொடுத்தார் நட்பாமாலை பூமாலை சூடிக் கொடுத்தாலை சொல்லு சூடிக் கொடுத்த சுடர்கொடியே தொல்பாவை பாடி அருள வல்ல பல்வளையாய் நாடினி வெண்கடவர்க்கென்னை விதியென்ற இம்மாற்றம் நாம் கடவா வண்ணமே நல்கு. We are on the last day of Margashirsha, Dhanurmas, Margari, the 30th day, and 30th Pasuram is a concluding Pasuram on Tiruppavai. There are many Arvas who have written many Pasurams. There are Arvas who have written Pasuram which has 1000 Pasuram verses. And there are Arvas who have written just 10 Pasuram. If it's too less, it has its value. If it is too much, then also it's very hard to study a lot of pasurams. But Andal, in between keeping it very less or too high, she only has 30 pasurams, which makes it very easy for all of us to relish. Just giving 1 month of our time, that too for a couple of hours in the morning, just that's enough to understand what Tirupavai says. But Tirupavai is an ocean. We might be thinking successfully we completed Tirupavai today, but actually it's an ocean. There's a lot more to learn from Tirupavai. But at least we touched and got some little pearls and some valuable gems out of it. Hopefully that helps all of us in our practice of Krishna consciousness. Tirupavai, which has 30 pasurams, the first 5 pasurams is said to be an introductory pasuram, setting the stage that they are all going to get ready for performing a nombu and penance called Pavai Nombu. It's Katyayani Vrata, which has been explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. And as they gather, they said to go start the Pavai Nombu starting from the next day. And they got up in the morning, found to be there are some missing gopis, and they do go door to door and wake up 10 gopis. And then after that, they all go to Nanda Maharaj mansion, palace, and they wake up the doorkeepers and then go inside and then talk to and get permission from Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, Balaram, and then finally they come to Krishna and they miss Nappinai, who the consort of the Lord, and they come back to Nappinai and then wake her up. And with our blessings, then they approach Krishna from 21st Pasuram to 29th Pasuram. And finally, on the 28th Pasuram, they perform Sharanagati. They perform Sharanagati. And once that is done, the Lord is asking, what do you want? And in the 29th Pasuram, they confirm what they want, which is Parai, which is a service. We want the eternal service, whether we are in this world or any other world for that matter, whether you put us here in this loka or Swargaloka or Narakaloka or Patala Loka, any loka for that matter, or even if you decide to take us back to spiritual world, Vaikuntha, doesn't matter where we are. All we are concerned is just serving you, and serving you. Service is what has been the theme of the entire 30 pasrams of Tiruppavai. Therefore, when Prabhupada gives translation in all his books that is translated, he does not simply say devotion, bhakti as devotion. He says devotional service. So what Prabhupada's mood is exactly what has been depicted in Tirupavai, that we all have to do our services. And one cannot be taking the service to be something, a material thing. It is spiritual. What we are doing right now here is just a rehearsal. We are doing rehearsal, and we are going to go to over there in the spiritual world, the actual stage performance. So what we are doing is rehearsal. When we do the rehearsal, let's make sure we do the rehearsal perfectly and nicely. With that said, we're going to get into the 30th Pasuram today. 29th Pasuram, Andal was not Andal. She took a mood or bhava of one of the gopis of Vrindavan. And that is how the whole 29 Pasuram has been composed. She sang this 29 Pasuram. And at the last Pasuram, 30th Pasuram, is the Pasuram where she comes back to her original, original means a state of where she was in Srivilli and as the daughter of Periyarva, Vishnu Chittal. And then now she is telling those what are the things, what's the benefit of those who recite these 30 pasam in full. And what's the benefit? That has been explained in this 30th pasam. Ideally, when we are concluding Tiruppavai, three things needs to be done. One is, of course, finish with this 30th Pasram, and then we have to summarize the entire 330 Pasrams. Entire 30 Pasram as from starting from Margari Tingal, Vayyethu, Ongi Ulahananda, Arimai Kanna. We have to go through every Pasram, spend few minutes, go through all the Pasram, summarize. And then Andal Kalyanam, and speak about Andal Kalyanam. And then we have to do Andal Kalyanam, actually the ritual, the marriage of Andal with Krishna and needs to take place. We will can only do so much in given time. Therefore, we will split today's morning program of concluding with this Pasuram, and we are going to pick up the other two, that is the summary of the entire Pasurams, 30 Pasurams, and Andal Kalyanam, marriage of Andal at the evening. We won't do the ritual of Andal Kalyanam, but there's no difference of hearing Andal Kalyanam and attending the ritual, whatever the procedures are. With that said, let's get started with the Pasuram for today. Nal Pasuram. வங்கக் கடல் கடைந்த மாதவனை கேசவனை திங்கள் திருமுகத்து சேழையார் சென்றுழஞ்சி அங்கப் பறைகொண்டவாற்றை அணி புதுவை பைங்கமல தன் தெரியல் பட்ட பிரான் கோதை சொன்ன சங்கத் தமிழ் மாலை முப்பதும் தப்பாமே இங்கி பரிசுரைப்பார் ஈரிரண்டு மால் வரை தோல் செங்கன் திருமுகத்து செல்வத் திருமாலால் எங்கும் திருவருள் பெற்றின்பொருவர் எம்பாவாய். That's a beautiful pasram. Let's see the Padapadartha word by word meaning of this pasram. Vanga. Vanga means ship. Kadal means the ship which is filled with ocean. Kadal means ocean. The ocean that's filled with ships. Kadainda. Kadainda means churned. One who churned the ocean, which the ocean is filled with the ships. Who is it? Madhavanai. Madhava. And then Keshavanai. It's the same person, two names. Madhavanai Keshavanai. Vanga Kadal Kadainda Madhavanai Keshavanai. Madhavan and Keshavan is same personality who churn the ocean where the ocean is filled with ships. There is some pastime has been mentioned here. Tingal Keshavanai. Tingal Tirumuhurthu. Tingal means moon with a moon-like face. Tirumuhurthu. Muham means face. Tirumuhurthu means beautiful face. Tiru also represents Sri Mahalakshmi. So Tirumuhurthu, a face like Sri Mahalakshmi. Cheya means ornaments, beautiful ornaments. Tingal Tirumukhu Irayar. Irayar means the maidens, damsels, the maidens who are wearing beautiful ornaments, who has beautiful face like a moon-like face, also moon like Sri Mahalakshmi. Tingal Tirumukhu Seriyar, Sendru, reached, Iranji, worshipped. Iranji means worship, Sendru means reached, and they worshipped. Those girls who have beautiful face like a moon, and they are like the face that looks like as if they are Sri Mahalakshmi, Lakshmi has descended. They have gone and they have worshipped who? Vanga Kadal Kadainda Madhavanai Keshavanai, one who churned the ocean which is filled with a ship whose name is Madhava and Keshava. Anga there, obtain, Parai. Parai means you all must be familiar now. We spent one full class yesterday on what Parai means, all about service, service, and service. If anyone have missed yesterday's presentation, Pasuram, please go back and listen to that one because that is the essence of the entire Tiruppavai. If you cannot recite the entire Tiruppavai, at least recite the 29th Pasuram somehow or the other every day because that is what it is. Why we are trying, what we are trying to understand is to do service. So 29th pastram is important pastram. So please go back and listen, or listen to a couple of times also. Not because I said, because the message is valuable message. That's all. அங்க பறைகொண்ட வாற்றை அங்க அங்க தேர் அப்பு திங்க சென்று யா வங்க கல்கடைந்த மாதவனை கேசவனை திங்கள் திருமுகழ்த்து சேருழையார் சென்றுழஞ்சி அங்கப் தேர் அப்பு அங்கப் அங்கப்பு மீன்ஸ் தேர் obtained பறை emancipation or services கொண்ட God வாரை கொண்ட வாரை கேசவனை 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 திங்கள் திருமுகத்து சேழியார் சென்றிரஞ்சி கேசவனை when okay, we'll get to the meanings of what Keshavan and Madhavan as we go later. Let's move on here. Tingal, okay, we anga there up obtain parai services konda God vare in the order ani means a beautiful or and special ornament. I can also be called as ani, a beautiful ornament. What is a beautiful ornament? Puduvai here means a name of a place. That is Srivilliputtur. Srivilliputtur is where Andal appeared. Tonight we are going to see the stories of how Andal appeared, how she grew up, and her biography. We'll see about the thing tonight in the evening. Ani Puduvai. Ani Puduvai. So this place is an ornament, became an ornament. Paying means fresh. Kamala means lotus. Kamala, right? Kamala. Tan here represent a garland. Tan represent in Srivilliputtur, a place of ornament. In that place, someone is wearing a fresh lotus garland, Teyal, which is very cool and nice. Very cool, fresh, nice lotus garland. Who's wearing that? Pattapiran. Tail, Pattar Piran means um, a, um, a very special priest, a Brahmana priest, a leader of Bhattar. Bhattar means one who's very learned. A learned person is called Bhattar. One was well versed in the scriptures called Bhattar. And then the leader of all the Bhattar is Pattar Piran. Butter, it's not butter, it's not the butter that we put on spread on the bread. That's butter. This is butter. Butter Biran, Kodai. So in Srivilliputtur, which is an ornament, like a place of an ornament, over there, this person who's wearing a fresh, cool, nice, fragrant lotus flower on around his neck, who's Pattapiran, Kodai Sonna, Kodai Sonna, that Pattapiran's daughter, whose name is Kodai, that is Andal. Andal, another name is Kodai. We'll see what the meaning of Kodai as we get into the Pasuram. But Kodai means his daughter is Kodai. That is Pattarbiran is none other than Vishnu Chitta. Vishnu Chitta is none other than Periyalvar, who sung Pallandu song. Pallandu, Pallayirattandu. So he is the father. He is one of the Alvar, by the way. There are 12 Alvars. One of the Alvar is Periyalvar, and Periyalvar's daughter is Andal. So it's quite interesting how nice it is to have a family of devotees, right? Father is a devotee, mother is a devotee, children are devotee. It's so nice to have everyone as a devotee and makes our life easy. It's a challenge if they are not. But here's a fortunate father and daughter where father is also a devotee, daughter is also a devotee. Because of father, daughter became devotee. It's not that that's an important point we have to understand here also. Because she's going to give a credit over here to his father. It's not that she herself takes a credit that I was a born devotee. No, she gives a credit to who made her a devotee. So we should also understand always in our life, we may be in any stages of our life. We may become a great devotee. We may even become a great devotee of where hundreds and thousands of followers we have. But we need to understand that we should not forget how we became a devotee, who made us a devotee. So we need to have a gratitude that person for the rest of our life. The person who does not have a gratitude, Shastra says they are mahadrogis. They are completely betrayer. There is no other. There is no other prayachitta atonement for one who doesn't have one who is ungrateful. One who is ungrateful person, there is no prayachitta for that person. Therefore, let's not be ungrateful person for whoever helped in our Krishna consciousness. Be thankful to that person in any way, in whatever way that they have helped us. In that, if you see that one, everyone in our association are helping us in one way or the other for us to be in this way. Whatever we are today, We are all being because of the association of the devotees. Therefore, we have to be grateful for the association of the devotees. Pattarbiran, Kodai, Kodai is Andal. Chonna, Chonna means said. Sonna, Chonna means said. Said. Sangat, Sangha means in a Sangha means in a beautiful group. Sangats means in a beautiful group. Tamil, Tamil is the language. Tamil. Is the right way of saying is not Tamil. We always say Tamil, Tamil, Tamil. It's not Tamil, it's Tamil. Ra, Tamil. That's the right way of telling the language Tamil. But how many people can say Ra, Ri, Ru, those? Therefore, it's changed into Tamil with an L instead of Z. But Sanga Tamil, Malay. Malay means a beautiful garland. So that daughter of Pattarbiran, who's wearing a lotus flower, who's residing in Srivilliputtur, that person, daughter Kodai or Andal, sang something in the Tamil language. Pattarbiran, Kodai Sonna, Thanga Tamil Malay. She sang in Tamil language. She made a garland, a beautiful garland. We also make garland, right, for offering to deities. But she also made a Malay. She also made a beautiful garland, and that garland had 30 flowers. Muppadu, Muppadum. That garland has that, sometime when devotees are making garlands in our temple, they have a count. For Krishna, we have to keep 14 flowers, small, small flower. For this deity, 14. For Prabhupada, 8 flowers. They have some count. And then make a nice garland and offer to the deities with a count. Likewise, Andal also had a count in her mala, in the garland she made. That is 30 pasuram. 30 pasrams are the Malay, Muttu Malay. Tamil Malay, Muppadu means 30, number 30. 30 Tappame. Now she is told about this one. What she's telling is now that song has been composed by Andal Kodai as 30 in number, and Tappame means without fail. Ing, here, this is a very, very important word that she has used. We are going to see what that is. Ink means not ink, not pen and ink and all those things. Ing means here. Here, ing. I means like. This I, ingi. Here, like. Parich means this. Parich. Ureipar means recite. Those who recite this 30 Pasuram, which is composed in Tamil language, made like a garland, beautiful garland by Andal, whose daughter of Periyarvar, Pattarbiran, that Tamil Malay, that Tiruppavai, Irandum, okay, Tiruppavai, Irirendu means two pairs of hand, two pairs of hand. Irendu means two. Irirendu means multiplied by two. ஈரிரண்டு 2 இரண்டு ஈரிரண்டு multiplied by 2, that is 4. That is two pairs of hand, 4 hands. Mal, a mountain. Each of those hands are like mountain size. The shoulder of this four hands, whoever the person is having this 4 hand, each hand is like a mountain size. The shoulder is like mountain size. Varit, stretch. Tall, shoulder. Sengan means beautiful. Kan means eye. Seng means red. Red eyes. It's not red. It's not red eye means a pink eye disease or something. That is different. Red eyes represent the beauty of the eyes. That's all. Red eyes also does not mean the whole eye is red. That's not how. Red eye means we get red eye when we see someone is angry. Prabhu, why God's name is, when we glorify God, we always say red eye. It is not the burning red eye. It's a pleasing red eyes, which have a red border on the eyes. Beautiful border on the red, therefore red eyes. A Chengan, Tirumugathu. Tirumugathu means again Tirumugathu. You can see in the starting of this Panga Kadalkara in the Madhavane, Keshavane, Tingal Tirumugathu. There also Tirumugathu came. That Tirumugathu represents for those girls who went to Krishna. The beautiful face has been explained in the the second line. Over here, Shengan Tirumugathu is not about that girl, it's about the person who is they're worshipping, and they're mentioning who that person is in the first line, Vanga Kadal Gadinda Madhavane Keshavani. That Keshava, that Madhava, whose hands are 4 in number, in multiplies in 4 in number, and 2 multiplied by 2, and whose shoulders are like a mountain in size and so strong, whose eyes are Sengan, beautiful red eyes, whose face are beautiful. Selvat means glorious, one who has a wealth. Selvat means wealth. Selva means wealth. Selvat, the glorious wealth that he has. Tirumal, who is that? Tirumal, Mal, Tirumal. Now you all know what mall is. We spent so much time in the previous Pasuram. Male Manivanna, Margari Ni Raduvan, Melaya, Sevanagal, Venduvana, KTL. We remember all those Pasarams. So, Mal, Mal, Tiru plus Mal, Tirumal. Same. The Lord's name is Nediane, Nedumale, Male. So Tirumal. Okay, let's go to the details later. We'll move on. Tirumal. All, because of him, Tirumal all, because of God. That's the meaning. Tirumal all means because of God. Yengum, anywhere, everywhere, all the time, anytime. Engum, Tiruvarul. Arul means grace. Tiruvarul means confirmed grace. There is no any chance of taking the grace back. You can give someone something and then tell that Prabhu, I'm sorry, I need it back. Sir, I sorry I gave you by mistake, but actually I thought of helping you, but actually I need it back. I was trying to clean the snow over here. I went to the neighbor and then got the raker to rake the thing, to take the thing off. He gave some tools. I brought it and I was using, and he said, can I get it back? So he did not give it for me forever. So he gave it for some time, he took it back. That is his grace. But Thiruvarul means you give it, you never take it back. Thiruvarul. Why Thiruvarul? Again, we'll see that later when we go to the meaning, deeper meaning. Thiruvarul, Petru will get. We all will get the Thiruvarul, the complete grace which will not be taken away. That type of grace we all get, will get. Thiruvarul get inburuvar. Inburuvar means inbam means joy, happiness, enjoyment. Inburuvar means we'll feel some kind of contentment, we'll feel blissful, we'll feel anandam, we'll feel happy. We'll feel happy. Embavai, Embavai. So Vanga Kalgadinda, Andal has sung 30 Pasuram. She made a garland of 30 beautiful flowers. Andal was a daughter of Pattarbiran, who was Periyarvar. Periyarvar was wearing a beautiful garland, who was in Srivilliputur, and that Andal who was sung 30 Pasuram is of that where the beautiful moon-like faced, who looks like, resembles like Sri Mahalakshmi, went and approached the Lord who churned the ocean, Milky Ocean, Keshavan, Madhavan, Vangakadal. She has written, composed about that particular Lord, that Lord who churned the ocean, and about him who has a beautiful eyes, wonderful shoulder, beautiful face, and glorious Lord. About him, she has sung this 30 Pasuram. Anyone who recites this 30 Pasuram will get Thiruvarul, will get a complete and full benefit of what they need to get in this very life, to and be happy in rest of their life in this world and also the world to come. The meaning of this particular pasram: in the early hours of the morning, we have come to worship you and praise your golden lotus feet. Born are we in the cowherd caste. You should not decline our service and homage. Listen, O Govinda. Mm, Okay, excuse me. I think I did not update this particular slide of the right meaning. You know how I'm a human, make errors always. That particular verse here is from the yesterday thing. So, Citran Sirgale Vandune Sevite. So anyway, let me try to put the words together and give you the meaning of what it is. The lovely, lovely moon-like face girls, bedecked with beautiful ornaments, and their faces are like a moon. They sang about Keshava and Madhava, who was churning the ocean, which is full of ships. You're going to ask me a question that in the Milky Ocean, where is the ship, right? We don't see a ship in Milky Ocean, but we'll see about that later. And they were doing their service by playing the drum, pare pare. This story has been retold by Goda Nachiyar, who is a daughter of a Brahmana, Pattarbiran, who is in Srivilliputur, who is a great saint, one of the Arvar, Periyarvar, who is wearing a wonderful, fresh, cool garland, a lotus garland, and she has composed 30 verses in Tamil language, Tamil language. I'm also telling Tamil language. Whoever will chant these 30 முப்பதும் தப்பாமை, whoever will chant this 30 stanzas or verses regularly, faultlessly, will surely win the grace of the magnanimous or magnificent four armed Lord Thirumal, Lord Narayana, who is with red eyes and have a cooling face, beautiful face, and our life will also become cool and happy, and we'll get all benediction that we need in this very life. I'm sorry, I tried my best. Now, let's recite this Pasuram. வங்கக் கடல் கடைந்த மாதவனை கேசவனை திங்கள் திருமுகத்து சேர்விழையார் சென்றுழஞ்சி அங்கப் பறைகொண்ட வாற்றை அணி புதுவை பைங்கமல தன் தெரியல் பட்டபிரான் கோதை சொன்ன சங்க தமிழ் மாலை 30 தப்பாமே இங்கி பரிசுரைப்பார் ஈரிரண்டு மால் வரை தோல் செங்கன் திருமுகத்து செல்வத் திருமாலால் எங்கும் திருவருள் பெற்றின் ஒருவர் எம்பாவாய். Now, there are 6 things in this pasuram, 6 main points. On whom this fasting, that the gopis are performing this nombu, right? The penance, on whom this is being performed. Who is the object of worship? That's number one. Number two, who are performing this penance? That is number two. On whom this worship is being done, who are the one who is performing this austerity, and what is the benefit that they get who is performing this noble, performing this austerity? What is the benefit that they are going to get? That's number three. Who sang all this pasuram, 30 pasurams? Who sang this? Number four. And then how we must worship this pasuram, how must we worship this Tiruppavai? That is number five. And number six, what benefit that the reciter and hearer of Tiruppavai gets. That's a whole 6 points of this pasuram. That is, who is the object of worship, who perform the noble or penance, and then what is the benefit that they get, and number four, who sang this pasuram, and number five, how to worship this pasuram, and what is the benefit of this pasuram. And that has been told here. The first one is on whom the noble has been performed, penance has been performed. The first line, Vanga Kadal Gadinda Madhavane Keshavane. Madhava, Keshava is an object of worship. To him, this noble, the penance, the fasting, the austerity is being performed. Number two, who all perform this noble? Tingal Tirumugathu Seruriyar Sendrenchi. All the Gopikas, the 500,000 Gopis of Vrindhavan, who are beautiful moon, who has a beautiful moon-like face, having wonderful, beautiful ornaments, they are the one who went to the object of worship. They worship, they pray to Madhava Keshava. That's number two. Number three, what benefit they got through this noble? Anga Paregunda Vatre. Of course, we saw this yesterday. What is the benefit they got? They got the biggest benefit of having an eternal service to the Lord, which is confirmed. There's no any layoff or firing or any of those things. Their service to the Lord is confirmed. Anga Paregunda Vatre. Who sang all this? Okay, that is all done in the Dwapara Yuga. The first three lines happened in Dwapara Yuga, but we are not in Dwapara Yuga, we are in Kali Yuga. So who gave this message to us? Who sang all this to us? So we can also understand the moods of Gopi. Anipuduvai Painkamala Tanteriyal Pattapiran Kodai Sonna. So it is Periyarvar, Vishnu Chittars, who wearing a beautiful lotus garland around his neck, his daughter Kodai Nachiyar, Andal, who sang this Tiruppavai. And where did she sing from? Did she go to Vrindavan and sing there? No, she was in Srivilliputturu. Same place. She did not even take one step out, by the way. We have been seeing Tiruppavai for about 29 days. We are telling she got up and went to her next door and went to Pillai, Pay Pillai, Nappin. She went to every house, right? She went, then she walked. But actually speaking, Andal should not take a step out of her house. She did not even take a step out of her. Did she follow the number? Answer is no. She didn't even follow the number. She didn't even perform this penance. She did not go out of the house. She's doing everything from that one place. It's a quite interesting thing. Interesting thing. But we can also do the same thing. We don't need to go out. We don't need to go to the temple. We don't need to do any service. We can just stay within our house and do that also. But only if we are like Andal, we can do that one. We'll see why Andal can do that, why we can't do that later. But Andal can do that. We cannot imitate like Andal because we are not in the level of Andal's bhakti. That's number four. What's number four? Who sang the pasuram? Ani Puduvai Painkamala Tanteriyal Pattapiran Kodai Sonna. That is Andal who sang this. How should we? Okay, she sang. She has given something to us. What are we supposed to do? You and I are sitting here, and what are we supposed to do? Because the great sages have written, Ramayana has been written by Valmiki, Mahabharatam by Vyasa, and majority of the Puranas are composed by Veda Vyasa, and so many things been given to us. Yeah, we have all these books. Yeah, all this book. You may not able to see me. My room is full of books. I have 4 or 5 different bookcases. Have you read that one? Is a question. Prabhu, you have so many books. Have you read all this book, Prabhu? What I'm going to say? No, I like to collect books. I have not read. Sorry. I will read one day. I will finish reading this one. But I collect the book. I've not read anything. Not even one book I've read. What is the use of that one, right? Therefore, Tiruppavai is given to us by Andal as a mala, as a like Mukunda mala. Tiruppavai is also a mala. So she's given a beautiful garland with 30 flowers on it. What are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to worship this one? Like this. Sanga Tamil Malai Muppadum Tappame. Muppadum Tappame. Tappame means without fail. Without fail, all 30 Pasuram we have to chant every day. We have to chant this Tirupavai every day. Muppadum Tappame, not only one or two, we have to chant every day. இங்கி பரிசுரைப்பார் ஈரண்டு மால் வரைத்தோல். So when we do that one, what happens is that the Lord is very happy about our bhakti. We are performing our bhakti through reciting. The Lord is very happy when we take the books and read, right? That is another way of impressing the Lord. We have to take the books written by the great sages and acharyas, and we have to read that one. We have to spend some time of cultivate the habit of reading the scripture. We chant, we hear, we read, we serve. Of course, the fifth one is we take honor prasadam. This is all Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is very simple. We have to eat every day. We have to work every day. We have to hear every day. We have to, what is that I said? We have to chant every day. So this is all we have to do, but everything in Krishna consciousness. And what are we going to do when you do this one? When we recite Tiruppavi every day, a reciter, what benefit that he gets? Yengum Thiruvarul Petru Inburuvar. Engum Thiruvarul Petru Inburuvar. How do they get Engum Thiruvarul Petru Inburuvar? They will be blessed by who? Sengan Tirumukattu Selva Tirumala. They will, anyone who recite, anyone who recites Tiruppavi will be blessed by the divine couple. Selva Tirumalal. Tirumal, when we say Mal, it is only the Lord. Tirumal means his Lord along with his consort. Whenever we are blessed with by Krishna, that blessing is little doubtful. But when we are blessed by the divine couple Radha Krishna, that blessing is completely guaranteed. No one can take it. No one will take it. Now, though, how does the Lord appreciate this? Not with one hand, not with two hands. It is 4 hands, he becomes very happy. So much he tries to give. If Lord has to give to us in one hand itself, we cannot take it. Imagine the Lord expands. He has with 4 hands, he's trying to give us something. We will be completely drowned in his mercy. One hand we can't handle it. Think about 4 hands. செங்கன் திருமுகத்து செல்வ திருமாலால் இங்கி பரிசுரைப்பார் ஈர் இரண்டு மால் வரை தோல் with 4 hands. செங்கன் திருமுகத்து செல்வ திருமாலால் எங்கும் திருவருள் பெற்றென்பவர். எங்கும் திருவருள் பெற்றென்பவர் means not only in this world. As long as we live in this world, we will be happy. And then when we quit this world, we'll be happy in the spiritual world. Because there's no question of coming back here. Because once you surrender to the Lord, that He is our shelter, no one else is a shelter, then there's no way that Lord is going to let us suffer in this world. That is the theme, that is the message of Tiruppavi. Manga கடல் கடைந்த மாதவனை கேசவனை திங்கள் திருமுகத்து சேருழியார் சென்றிழஞ்சி அங்க பறிகொண்ட வாற்றை அணிப்புதுவை பைங்கமல தன்தெறியல் பட்டபிரான் கோதை சொன்ன தங்க தமிழ் மாலை 30 தப்பாமே இங்கி பரிசுரைப்பார் ஈரிரண்டு மால் வரைத்தோல் செங்கன் திருமுகத்து செல்வ திருமாலால் எங்கும் திருவருள் பெற்றென்பொருவர் எம்பாவாய். Someone went and asked, what is so great about Tirupavai to Parasara Bhattar? Again, those who have been attending the class regularly, you know who Parasara Bhattar is. So want to spend more time on that. A great saint who lived many hundreds of years back in Sri Rangam, or Bhattar. A person went and asked, what is so great about Tirupavai? What benefit we get? Because Tirupavai, Gopis are sung in the Dwapara Yuga, and then Andal sang this in starting of somewhere in Kali Yuga, and now we are here. We did not do the Pavai Nombu, or we did not have the bhakti of how Andal has, and what are we going to get, or what are the benefit that we are going to get by simply reciting Tirupavai? We may have these questions, right? So here is a point. what Bhattar said is, what Parasara Bhattar said is, Gopis did Anushtanam. Anushtanam means whatever has been said here in the Tiruppavai, they practically did. வையத்து வாழ் நெய்யுண்ணோம் பாலுண்ணோம் நாட்காலை நீராடி மையிட்டு எழுதோம் மலர்ட்டு நாமுடியும், we will not eat, we will not eat, we will do this one. தீக்குறை சென்றோதும், will not go and gossip about devotees. They said all these things. Andal only said these things. But the Gopis of Vrindavan, when they were doing Katyayani Vrata, they were following perfectly exactly what has been told in Tiruppavai. So they did Anushtanam. Anushtanam is in practice. On practice. The Gopikas of Vrindavan practiced the Pavai Nombu in Dwapara Yuga. They got the benefit. What the benefit they got? They got the service of the Lord, right? Andal, in starting of Kali Yuga, she did not go to Vrindavan. She never, by the way, she never visited Vrindavan. Andal was a great devotee. She never went out of Srivilliputturu. She had not got out of it. It's quite interestingly, even when she got married, she did not go to her husband's place. That suspense will be revealed this evening. Please don't miss that thing. Please join us in the evening for Andal Kalyanam. So she did not go out of Srivilliputturu. She was there. But she did not do Anushtanam. Anushtanam is practice. But Anukaram. Anukaram means she assumed that she is doing Anushtanam. She is imagined, she went into the mood of as if she is doing those things herself. Manobhava. That is the highest level of bhakti. We don't need to do anything externally. We can do everything internally, but we cannot do that. We are not like Anda. Therefore, at the point I said, well, we have to do things physically. Practically, we have to do this one. There was a great, if you read the books of Nectar of Devotion, I believe, somewhere there's a story where a person was meditating, was doing offering, and everything was, whole offering was happening in his mind, in his heart. He was not literally doing, but then he was doing as if it's really happening. He could feel the heat burn and everything. This is called Anukaram. Andal did this thing to Anukaram, means she took in the mood of as if she is in Vrindavan, as if she's going out of the house, calling each and every girl, going to Nanda Maharaj house, waking up them, and then waking up Balaram, and then Nappinai, with the mercy of Nappinai, she went and spoke to Krishna. Everything is really literally happening in her mind. It was literally happening in her mind. She was feeling the same thing. That is Andal. What are we doing now? What are we doing now? We are not doing Anushtanam. We are not doing, none of us are doing Pavai Nombu, 30 days. We are not doing that. Are we mentally doing like that? Yeah, now I'm going to go to that Gopi's house. Wake up, Pepilla, Yerendirai, Pari Parikundu, next go to that, next goal, next goal, next. We are not doing that also. We have no capacity or power or that much dhyana capacity to do all those things. What are we supposed to do? Simply abhyasam. Abhyasam means practice this pasuram. Just recite this pasuram. That's all. Simply recite this pasuram. If you cannot recite, at least hear to this pasuram. Simply hear to this pasuram. So what? What? You tell me. Bhattar is asking. So who will get the best benefit? Bhattar asked this person back, whom do you think will get the best benefit of this one? And the man said, so it's obvious. You cannot just simply read Tiruppavai and expect to get all benefit. So I think the first person who get all the benefit is the Gopis of Vrindavan, who get the full benefit because they did in practice. The penance was done in practice, Anushtana. The second one will be Anda, because she did not go, she did not purchase a ticket and go to Vrindavan. She was at home. Therefore, she may get a little lesser. And we may get or may not get. But Bhattar said, stop. All the three gets the same benefit. All the three, whether you are doing Anushtanam, whether you are doing whether you are doing Anushtanam, or whether you are Anukaram, or we are doing Anukaram is just in your mentally you are thinking, or you're reciting Tiruppavai, everyone will get the same Krishna Anubhavam. Krishna Anubhavam, the experience of Krishna consciousness. When you listen to Tiruppavai, especially with the commentaries of Acharya, we feel like, my goodness, this I'm getting so much of nectar, so much beauty. I wish this can continue for the rest of the year, rest of my lifetime. So if we get into that bhava, that is Krishna consciousness. That is a Krishna Anubhava. When we have that Anubhava, Krishna will give us Anugraham. We will get his Anubhavam. Now, Bhattar gives Periyavachan Pillai gives a beautiful example that, we have seen in Goshala, in where the cows are maintained. A cow which lost his calf, a baby. Many times the cow only gives milk when the calf comes closer. If the calf is not there, the calf have to come and suck the udder and get the milk. And then after it goes, then the milkman comes and takes out the rest of the milk. But just imagine a calf is dead, and the milkman has to get the milk out of the cow. You know what? The cow will not give milk unless and until it sees the calf. So what the milkman does is, the coward guys boys will do is, the dead calf's skin they will preserve, and they make a stuff something inside this skin of this calf. It's like a stuffed toy, you know. Make your own whatever. You go to the mall, you have the make your own toy or toy, whatever they call it, the toys like that. So they will make a stuffed, make this calf with a stuff something inside, and then make a calf as it is, and bring it close to the cow. The cow knows this is, it knows it is not as real, because it's not moving, it's not sucking the udder, nothing is happening. So the cow knows that this is not, but then out of love of thinking of his cow, his calf, his child, his calf, it start pouring milk. It start pouring milk. That's it. The milkman got the milk. Likewise, the real calves are the Gopis and Andal. We are not the real calf, because Gopis this Anushtanam and then Andal did Anukaram. But we are fake ones. We are all fake ones. We are stuffed one. We are stuffed with so many things inside. We are only having the skin, right? So now what we have to do is like how the milkman put a skin on top of some stuffed thing. Likewise, we have to cover ourselves with a cloth, a skin called Tiruppavai. When we wear this Tiruppavai as our skin, Krishna will give the same mercy of what he has given to Gopikas and Andal. Therefore, we don't need to worry about, will I get little bit mercy or more mercy? We'll get the same mercy with complete faith if we chant Tiruppavai. If we have heard Tiruppavai for 30 days, we get the same blessing, same mercy of what the Andal got, what Gopikas got. It's not exaggeration, because you can understand with the example the Acharya has given, the cow is not going to reduce its supply of milk. It will give the same milk what it would have given to its original calf. It would give the same thing to seeing the duplicate one. It will do the same thing because it sees the skin. Lord sees the skin that we wear, which is Tiruppavai. Therefore, Vanga Kadal Kadainda Madhavane Keshavane Tingal Tirumugathu Seriyar Senduranji. Now let's get into the line by line meaning of this pasuram. Vanga Kadal Gadainda Madhavane Keshavane. Vanga Kadal, Bay of Bengal. It's also called Vanga Kadal. Vanga Kadal Kadainda Madhavane Keshavane means the wavy ocean was churned by the Lord of Lakshmi, Keshava, that is Madhava, and Keshava. Vangam, where this, first question we have to ask is, in the Milky Ocean, where do we see ship? In the Milky Ocean, Tirupparkadal, they say, in the Milky Ocean where the Lord is lying on the Ananta Sage, where do we see the ship? So that different points, the commentaries has been given on this particular line, which says it's a compare for us to understand. We only know the salty ocean, the ocean that we see, the salty ocean. We are just to get an idea for us that this ocean is like that. There's another ocean called Milky Ocean that is also there. Difference is there obviously, but for us to understand, here is you see this ocean. There is something else also there which is made of milk, is full of milk. So Milky Ocean, Vanga Kadal Kadinde Madhavane Keshane. Krishna, when he was finally, he was seeing that the asuras and devatas were churning and churning and churning and churning, and nothing was happening. But Krishna himself firstly thought, okay, let me help these people, let me do it. So when he was trying to go and help to churn this one, he took, over, you guys all go, I will only churn. So when he was going, he made a vow that when I am doing this churning, no ships on this Parkadal will be disturbed, because the living entities within the ship will get disturbed. Therefore, I'm going to churn in such a way that no one situated within the ship will be disturbed. That means he's thinking about, as he is doing, when we do certain activities, we try to make sure that everyone notices us. Right? I am doing the service. Let that Prabhuji see me that I'm doing service. Let me walk in front of him, carry something and go so that he can appreciate me. So we try to do services in such a way that we get some attention. We want to be the center of attraction or something like that. So we want to make sure some attention is on us when we try to do service, right? What Krishna also did the service is churning the ocean. You want to make sure if at all there is any ship in this ocean, ship will have living entities. The living entity should not be disturbed when I'm churning this ocean. That means they should not even know that something is going on here. There is a saying that the dana that you're giving by one hand, even the other hand should not know that you given a dhanam. If you're given a charity to someone, we use the right hand, right? The left hand should not even know that we have given the charity. This hand has given charity. That's how we have to give charity or do some help or things. We do not have to put in blog and put on the Facebook. I helped so and so. See here, I carried this one. I gave donation. We don't need to do this public. We don't need to do all these things. Like Krishna did. He was helping, but no one know he helped. Even we don't know that Krishna did really Krishna churn that ocean. You may ask this question, Prabhu. I never heard that Bhagavad that Krishna churned. Without Krishna, how can we say that it happened? It is Krishna who helped these things to happen. Therefore, Krishna is the one who's the doer. Even though we may see Asura on the one side and the Devata was the other side, ultimate doer is who? Krishna. That is the mentality and that is the idea, the principle of Bhagavad Gita. We are not the doer. So it is Krishna who did this churning. When he was doing, he made sure there's no disturbance for anyone. That's second reason he gave, Acharya is giving. The third reason is that it is said that sometimes the Devatas and sages, they all also come taking a ship, how on a cruise. In other words, on a cruise, they come to the Lord and say, start praying and begging and telling, please come and help. This is all, just enjoy these commentaries. Now you don't ask me that why they have to come in the ship. They are devatas, they can fly and come, and sages can just transport from here to there. Just enjoy the commentaries to that extent and take the essence out of it. Now number 4, the Lord himself, Vanga Kadal Kadainda Madhavanai Keshavanai, the ship Vangam, the ship that has been mentioned here is none other than Krishna himself. So we don't need to even go through all the different commentaries of comparing this ocean to that ocean. Krishna was churning very carefully without disturbing the living entities, and Devatas and sages are coming with the ship to pray to Lord. Don't worry about any of those explanations. Ultimately, Krishna himself, the boat. In the Mukundamala, um, uh, Mukundamala, Kulashekara Arva says that Bhavatu Sharanameka Vishnu Pota Naranam. Bhavatu Sharanameka Vishnu Pota Naranam, where it says Vishnu Potam. Pota means boat. Vishnu Pota means the boat of Vishnu. Bhavatu Sharanameka, he will deliver from us from the samsara to the spiritual world. He is my boat. Vishnu is my boat. So Mukunda Mala says beautiful pasuram, that pasuram. Because why? Majority of us are in this dangerous ocean called samsara. This dangerous ocean samsara is with full of vicious, dangerous aquatics, very very dangerous aquatics in the names of friends and relatives. Not every friends are really friends. They come like friends, but they are enemies. So not every relatives and family members are really relatives and family members. They are in the family, but they may be our enemies also. We never know. But this is all there. This place is samsara. Therefore, when we take hold of Krishna, Vishnu as Potam, Vishnu Potam Naranam, when we take Vishnu as a boat, he will cross us over from this end to that end where we can be happy over there. Therefore, Vanga Kadal Kadainda Madhavanai Keshavanai means it's Krishna who's the boat to deliver us from this end to that end. Now, this is wonderful in Ramayana. Guha in Shringiberipuram, where Rama decided to move out of Shringiberam to go further down. Then he asked how we want to cross this river, and can you please help us? And Guha said, "Yeah, I can help you, no problem. I have many boats." So then just it's fun to enjoy this commentary that Lakshmana is asking that how much do you charge? This is just for fun. How much do you charge? And Guha is told, well, people of same business, we don't do transaction. Like for example, if a doctor is sick and he has another friend doctor. When he goes to that doctor is not going to charge this doctor. Usually that's how it is. One doctor goes to another doctor, it's a free treatment. Generally, I don't know how it all works, but at least if you know the other doctor, it's a free treatment. Now, likewise, Guga is telling within the same business people, we don't try to charge each other. Your brother Rama is also a boatman. I am also a boatman, so I don't need to charge anything him. And Lakshmana become a little upset. My brother is he is a Sarveshwara. He is an emperor. He is a great king. He is a lord of all lord, and you're calling me as a boatman. And Guga said, yes, Lakshmana, your brother is a boatman. I am a boatman. What I do is little different. My license is only for some place. I can take people from this side of the river to the that side of the river. That's all I have a license. I got license. Where your brother can take the living entities across Viraja Nadi. So is he not a boatman? I am also a boatman. He is also a boatman. Therefore, I don't need to charge him. What a beautiful explanation. We can't even imagine how we can, acharyas can think like that. So therefore, Vishnu Potam, Vanga Kadal Gadainda Madhavane Keshavane, he churned the Milky Ocean. Krishna churned the Milky Ocean. Now, why did he churn the Milk Ocean? When he churned the milk ocean, what he got out of it is one very, very important personality that he wanted. That is Lakshmi. Sri Mahalakshmi was born out of ocean at that point of time. Now, please don't ask. It's very easy. Don't think that Lakshmi was not present before churning of ocean. She's eternally situated in the chest. Ahalahillein Ure Marba. She never leaves the chest of the Lord. She never leaves chest of the Lord. But this is a pastime for we have to celebrate of appearance of Krishna. That means Krishna never existed before. Now Ramanavami, Rama never existed before. It is for us to enjoy a reason, just a reason to celebrate this wonderful thing. The pastimes are performed. Likewise, Lakshmi appeared from the ocean when the churning was going on. She walked bravely without any shy, carrying the garland, went across and caught on the Lord and garlanded the Lord and married her at that point. This is Lakshmi Kalyanam, by the way. We are talking about Andal Kalyanam. There is a Sita Kalyanam, Andal Kalyanam, and then also Lakshmi Kalyanam. Lakshmi Kalyanam is all about this churning of ocean. It's very, very beautiful. That Kalyanam is also we can enjoy one day if Lakshmi willing. Now, what happened is when the Lord churned this Parkadal, he got married to one Lakshmi. When Krishna churned butter, he got married to 500 Lakshmis. he he churned the big ocean and got married to one Lakshmi. And in Vrindavan, he churned one pot of milk, and he got married to 500 Lakshmis. That is 500 thousands of Lakshmis. 500 thousands of Lakshmis. Now, Krishna has two types of devotees. Prayojanantara parar. Prayojanantara parar. Ananya prayojanartha. There are two types. Prayojanantara parar means those who expect something in return from the Lord for their service. Ananya prayojanat means those who perform service without any expectation. Please listen to this carefully. Prayojana means I'm expecting some prayojan, some result, something I want to get. Prayojana antaras means I go to temple, I pray to the God because I need something out of it. That's why I go to the temple. Ananya Prayojanas means Ananya means there's no other Prayojana I need. I'm going to the temple, not that I want something. I just want to go to the temple for the sake of going to the temple to perform something, some service. That's all. The Devatas are falling under the Prayojanantara Paras. That means they're expecting, they do perform bhakti. When they perform bhakti, they're expecting something in return from the Lord. Mishra Bhaktas, in other words, they are called Mishra Bhaktas. They are also devotees, but then what the problem is, they're doing bhakti that they want to get something out of it. For now, when the Lord is churning this ocean, the Devatas eyes were looking in the ocean. What is next going to come? What is going to come out of this? I want the nectar. Where is it coming? Where is it coming from? He's just looking on the right and left. That those guys, the Devatas, did not looking the beautiful face and the action of Keshava, Madhava, who's churning this ocean. Instead of looking the beautiful Lord, they're looking in the ocean. What is going to come next for me? Prayojanantara. When we go to the temple, we have to, instead of seeing the beautiful face of the Lord, instead of that, we are trying to see what is that I'm going to get from this temple. I'm come to the temple. What is it I'm going to get from this temple? Is temple is providing anything to me? That is where the problem comes. Rather, we have to go, we have to be, instead of being prayojanantara, we have to be ananya prayojanantara. I'm going to the temple, not that I have to get something out of the temple, rather I'm going to the temple to give something to the temple. This is an important thing that we need to know. Why we are going to the temple? Not to take something out of the temple. I'm going to the temple to give something to the temple. If we try to go and take something from the temple, then we are like the devatas. Devatas, they go and ask the Lord, give me this, give me that, give me that. I'm doing bhakti, I'm chanting 16 rounds, I'm doing this, please give me that, give me that, give me that. Then we are prayojanantaras. But we go to the temple, my dear Lord, I'm just here to serve you. My dear Prabhuji, I'm here to just serve you. Please engage me in your service. Engage me in devotion. Ananya prayojanantara. So what Gopi is trying to say is Gopikas in this first two lines, what the message is that you went yourself to help and assist and save and give whatever those devatas want. Whereas we are here, we don't want anything else other than your service, and we have come to you, my Lord. We have come to you, my Lord. Therefore, please look at us, give us your service. That's the point. Vanga Kadal Kadinda Madhavane Keshavane, Tingal Tirumugati, Seruya, Sendrechi. We have made a decision with group of people coming into this one. We are all come as a group. We are here to take up your service. Now the question may come, this story happened many years. Many yugas, not years, many yugas back, the churning of ocean story took place, right? Now, and then that is being told by the Gopikas in Dwapara Yuga. So why are we discussing that today? What are we trying to do today by discussing of something which been remembered in Dwapara Yuga, which happened in Satya Yuga in many years back? That day, that is because the Devatas, the message is that Devatas went for expecting something, my Lord. And we are here not expecting anything from you. We don't have any agenda, personal agenda, Madhava. Now we comes to the next second part of the first line, Madhava, Madhavan. Madhavan, Ma means Lakshmi. Madhava, one who has Lakshmi in him, one who has a grace of Lakshmi. We can say to that extreme that one who has grace of him, who got Lakshmi from churning of ocean, the Milky Ocean. He got Ma, therefore he became Madhava. By churning the ocean, he got Mahalakshmi, therefore his name is Madhava. Keshava. Keshava is simple. You all know what Keshava means. Is one who has a beautiful hairstyle. We all we are very proud of our hair, right? So we try to do like this, comb like this, and all those different things. So the biggest hairstylist or a person who has a beautiful hair is this person, that is Krishna, whose name is Keshava, because he has a classic, the topmost beautiful hair that he has. When he was churning this ocean, what happened is, you tie your hair, you tie and bundle up and all this thing and tie your hair. When you're doing some services, sometimes what happens, sometimes you see that the hair, whatever you tied is get released, and your hair is moving this side and that side, and it's not nice to see, right? But then to see how Krishna, when he was churning, whatever he tied, it's all fell off, and the hair was wavering from this side to this side and that side to this side, to see that it was so beautiful. Therefore his name is Keshava. These devatas could not even realize and see what's happening over there. They could not see it. They were busy looking at what's coming out of it. Ke, ka, isha, va. Ka, isha, va. Ke, sha, va. Ka means Brahma. Isha means Ishwar, that Shiva. Niyanta, to Brahma and Shiva. Who's Niyanta? Who's Antaryami? Who's the Paramatma? Who's the super soul within Brahma and Shiva? That person is called Keshava, who controls even Brahma and who controls even Shiva. That person is called Keshava. This one pasuram where Arvar is saying, நான் முகனை நாராயணன் படைத்தான் நான் முகனும் தான் முகனாய் சங்கரனை தான் படைத்தான். That means Nanmuhanai Narayanan Padaitan means the four-headed Brahma was created by Narayana, Lord Narayana. And then Nanmuhanai Narayanan Padaitan, Nanmuhanum Tanmuhamai Sankaranai Padaitan. From that Brahma, the Lord again Narayana created Shankara, Lord Shiva, through Brahma, because this through Brahma's that I think Rudra took birth, right? So Nanmuhanai Narayanan Padaitan, Nanmuhanum Tanmuhanai Sankaranai Tan Padaitan. So that's how the hierarchy is. Therefore, Lord Shiva is considered to be grandson of Narayana, and Brahma considered to be son of Narayana. So that is how, therefore, Krishna is the Antaryami of Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma. If he is Antaryami of Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, then what to speak about other devatas and what to speak about us? Therefore, the Lord is the Antaryami of everyone. That person name is Keshava. Keshava. Keshava also means one who killed the enemy called Keshi. Therefore, any enemies comes too close to him, they will also be killed. They will also be killed. Therefore, Keshi demon has been killed. His name is Keshava. Also, another one is Kesha Nasanaha Keshava. Kesha Nasanam. With all the obstacles that we may have in our path, in our life, that destroyed. One who destroys all the klesham, unwanted things and obstacles and anarthas and everything. One who kills all those things. His name is also Keshava. All these 30 days we have we might have had so many difficult to come regularly and attend this program. For me also it was not easy. I had some challenges, especially when I was traveling, but the obstacles were removed by Keshava. For you also, it's not easy to get up and come and listen 5 o'clock, and sometimes it ends at 5, 6 o'clock, sometimes 6:30, sometimes it goes to 7:30. So it was not easy for you also, but somehow or the other, your obstacles were also removed by Keshava. The one who removes all the obstacles, all the klesham, his name is Keshava. Therefore, Keshava, Vanga Kadalgadainda Madhavanai Keshavanai. Next slide. Tingal Tirumugathu Seirurayar Sendrechi. Single Tirumugathu. Now that the object of worship has been mentioned in the first line. Now the second one is, who is that person? Who are the people who are worshipping to the object of worship? That Keshava, that Madhava. They are these. That is Tingal Tirumugathu Seirurayar Sendrenji. The beautiful moon-like face, splendidly ornamented, very nicely ornamented, the maidens, that the Gopis, the young girls have reached the Lord to Sindriranji for worshipping the Lord. The point here is, anyone who comes into contact of Krishna, their face become brighter, like that of full moon, beautiful moon. And that moon will tell us that whether this person is confused, is in worry, because they all say that in English, they say your moon is the, what is it? They say moon is the indication of what you are, the face is the, whatever it is. I'm not getting that. You understand what I'm trying to say. So the face will tell what we are. If the person is confused, is worried, or sad, or is doubting, or is envious, or whatever it is, the face, and especially within the face, two objects are there, which will definitely tell us, if you look close, that are the eyes. Eyes will tell, look like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Eyes will tell the message what we are, right? Therefore, um, but the thing is, those who got Krishna, their face becomes tejas. It becomes effulgent. That means they have no sadness, no confusion, no doubts, no worries. They're full of joys. If anyone feels not that way, that means they have to read Tiruppavai. When we read Tiruppavai, we also become like that full moon. Every day we chant, and we also can become like a full moon, and we don't need to apply any creams or any cosmetics or anything for that matter. And all the chemicals goes inside, and another problem comes, skin disease and all those things. So let's be natural or organic by reciting Tiruppavai. If anyone wants to have a beautiful, nice looking moon-like face, Tiruppavai is the medicine or the cosmetic thing. We can apply it by every day reciting Tiruppavai. So he made all those followed, right? Krishna. So Tingal, what is it? Tingal, yeah, we're in the second line. Tingal Tirumugati Serurayar Sendrenji. The sun and moon usually has been compared, but the sun is in its position and moon is in its position. They have their own ego. They do not come together. They think they are great. The moon is thinking he is great, and sun is thinking he is great, right? But we see the Lord, we always compare the Lord with sun and moon. His eyes are like suns and moon. His face is like sun and moon, right? Because why? Lord has these two faces. What is it? To the devotees, he'll be like a moon. For the demons, he is like a sun, he burns them off. But whereas over here, when it talks about the devotees, there is no mention of sun here. It is mention of Tingal. It's mentioning about the moon only. Why? The devotees are always cool. The expectation, by the way. That's an expectation from this line. The devotee should be always cool. They should not be aggressive. They should not be too arrogant. They should not be peaches like burning fire, shooting the people. They should not be any of like this. they should not behave like this, right? Excuse me. I'm stumbling with words here. So because devotees are cool, therefore it is said Tingal Tirumugathu Seruriyar Sendriranji. Single Tirumu Seruriyar Sendriranji. Now, let's Sendru Iranji. Yeah. So, Sendru Iranji means in Ramayana, Ramachandra got upset when he saw Mother Sita was coming out of Lanka. In fact, he is the one who told through Vibhishana to make her dress up nicely and wear ornaments and everything and come. But then when she came, Ramachandra was upset with her. But over here, Andal special case with Andal is that she did not dress up. It was Krishna himself dressed her up. We saw that in the previous Pasuram. She told that not that you just give this ornaments to me. You don't give all this to me, just uh, 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 all this ornaments to me, but you personally come with Nappinai and you have to dress me up, put all these ornaments. So there's a difference between how Sita came and Rama got upset. And Andal is telling, you don't need to get upset with me because you are the one who did all this to me. Tingal Tirumugathu Seruriya Sendrenji Anga Parigonda Vatrai. Anga means Anga Appa. Anga. There, over there, Anga Parigonda Vatrai. There, by doing this one, the Gopis of Vrindavan, they got the service opportunity to Krishna. Wherever whatever we pray we will get. That's the point of this particular line. We pray for rain, we get rain. We pray for something else, we'll get something else. If we pray for service, we get the service. If we want the lotus feet of the Lord, we'll get the lotus feet of the Lord. So whatever we pray, Krishna will give it to us. Akama sarva kama va moksha kama udharatihi. In Bhagavatam it says that whether you have a desire of kama, you don't have a desire of kama, you want to attain moksha, you don't want to attain moksha, for at any cost, the only person we need to worship is Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. No one else, no one else, no one else. Therefore, when you worship that Krishna, when we chant, when we do this one, wherever we are, it doesn't matter where we are, wherever we are. We may be in St. Louis, we may be in Columbia, we may be in Carbondale, we may be in Bentonville, we may be in Texas, we may be in India, wherever we may be, whoever you are, wherever you are from, wherever you are, everyone can do chanting of Tiruppavai wherever they are from. So there's no any restrictions here. You're not necessary. You have to come to this place and to chant Tiruppavai. You can chant Tiruppavai from anywhere and get the opportunity of serving the Lord. Ani Puduvai. Ani Puduvai means the beautiful Srivilliputur. The Srivilliputur is the place where Andal was born. That place is an ornament. Why it is called an ornament, as a precious ornament? Because the Acharya says that is where Om appeared. Again, it's not that Om was not existing before Andal and before this plate called Trivilliputur. We just have to understand the mode of appearance of Om for that sake. Like how the Airavata elephant Airavata came from the churning of ocean. That means the Airavata was not before that. It was there. Lakshma was before that. Uchchasrava, the horse, was it not before that? It was there. Likewise, Omkaram is always there. But then the Acharya says the Omkaram appeared from Srivilliputur. Therefore, Srivilliputur is an ornament. Why Om? How did Omkar? How can you say Omkaram appeared from Pranavam appeared from Srivilliputur? The Omkaram has three syllables. A, Ma. In Srivilliputur, I've been to Srivilliputur. It's a beautiful temple, very nice temple. Srivilliputur. A represents Rangamannar, the main deity, Krishna's deity. It's called Rangamannar. The main deity is there. He is A. And then U is Tayar. That is the concert of the Lord. She is also right there. And Ma is Garuda Alvar. Garuda is also there. The Garuda is none other than Periyalvar is an incarnation of Garuda. Periyalvar is an incarnation. Every Alvar of all 12 Alvar, 10 Alvar, 12 Alvar, they are all incarnation of the Lord, Sword, Chakra, Shanga, and so many things, right? So Garuda is Periyalvar is an incarnation of Garuda, which represents the Jivatma. Therefore, Ha represents the Rangamannar, and Ma represents the Garuda, which is Periyalvar, who's appeared there in Srivilliputur, and U represents the Tayar, the consort. Therefore, A, U, Ma, born there. Therefore, it is said Om, the Pranavakaram, appeared in Srivilliputur. That place is Anipuduvai. That place is Anipuduvai. Painkamala Tanteriyal Pattapiran Kodai Sonna. Painkamala Tanteriyal Pattapiran. In that Srivilliputur, Painkamala Tanteriyal, a fresh lotus garland that is owned by this great priest. the head of all the pandits, head of all the priests. That is Periyarvar, Pattar Piran. Now let's see the Pattar Piran meaning. But butter, uh, again butter, okay, BH butter. Okay, however you want, not BUTT or butter. Okay, butter Piran means one who is well versed with all the shastras, and such a person who helps the other butter. That means he is Piran means who's a leader of other butter, other scholarly person. That means just imagine how great, knowledgeable person Bhatter Biran, that Kodai's father must be. Having such a father, what a fortunate the daughter she must be, right? It's nice to always have parent. It's nice to have parents who are well versed in the scriptures, where not only they're well versed, they're able to also communicate to their children. Yeah? So therefore, it is important. Someone was telling me yesterday that I can't remember who said this one. Someone was telling me yesterday that we went to the book distribution, and then they were asking for Krishna, a child version of Bhagavad Gita, child version of Bhagavad Gita. Um, yeah, Ravi Prabhu. So he was telling that people are asking for child version of Bhagavad Gita, so the children can understand and read Bhagavad Gita easily. The question is, Bhagavad Gita we are giving here is for you, sir. As a parent, you first read. If you are only not reading, how can your child is going to read? Children is going to read. You set an example. I will not read Bhagavad Gita. I will not chant. I will not do service. I will not do anything. My children have to ready. My children has to know all 700 slokas, Vishnu Sahasranamam, this one, that one, that one. But I will not do provide. So I cannot do that. And I am busy. I have to earn money and can give fees for that. But I cannot. That's not the way it is. But just imagine here, Pattar Biran. This father, Pattar Biran, is very well versed. And Goda, what, how is how he brought up Kodai is very interesting. We'll see that in the biography of Andal this night. So Pattar Piran, Pattar also refers to the Lord Piran who gave a best gift. That is Periyarvar gave a great gift to the Lord himself. Therefore, his name is Pattar Piran. What is it? What the great gift he gave to the Lord? He gave his own daughter to the Lord. Andal got married to Ranganath. Therefore, who from father as a father, he gave a gift his daughter to Ranganath. Therefore, his name is Pattarpiran. And also another point to understand here from this one is Anipuduvai Paingamala Tanteriyal Pattapiran Kodai Sonna. It's not just Kodai Sonna. She's adding a prefix. Pattrapiran Kodai Sonna. Please understand, this Pasuram is spoken by Andal as Andal, not as Gopika. She is telling herself who she is. She is telling, I am daughter of Pattrapiran. It is so nice to identify ourselves who we are. I am so and so. That is why sometimes you have the last name. In some part of the India, they have the last name or surname as their father's name. Sometimes they have their caste name and so, Sharma, so and so, Varma and Das and all this in different castes based on the caste or the Varna. They have that. But also in some part of India, they have their father name as the last name. Like here, who is Kodai? What's her last name? Pattar Biran. She is daughter of Pattar Biran. Like Nanda Gopalan Ilam Nanda Gopalan Mahane. Nanda Gopal. When we say Nanda Kumar, that means is son of Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Gopalan Ilam Kannan. Yeah. Likewise, Yashoda Nandana means who is it? Krishna, who is son of Yashoda. Whenever you identify yourself with your father, that makes you more important. It makes you that you're some authentic person coming from a particular family. Then we can understand, oh, this you're coming from this family. Is your father? Well, I know your father very well. I mean, we are good friends. I mean, your father is such a great person. I'm sure you're also like your father. Therefore, we carry the father's name for two reasons. For us to be recognized in the world. Second reason is I'm representing my father. Therefore, I have to behave well so that I don't bring bad name to the father. Of all the father, two types of father. One is biological father, another one is spiritual father. The biological father is the one who gives the body to us, and then the spiritual father is one who gives a jnanam to us. Therefore, there is no wrong for us to gratefully, happily tell whose disciple we are. We should not be afraid of telling I'm disciple of so and so. There's no need to be afraid of telling this one. What will he think if I'm not disciple of that Maharaj or this Maharaj? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We have to be proud of telling I'm disciple of so and so. I'm bringing glories to my Maharaj, not to myself. Again, we have to do it in a in a proper, humble, mode, not in an arrogant mode, not in a fanatic way of my Guru Maharaj is better than your Guru Maharaj. Look at my Guru Maharaj has so many disciples, he is world popular, and look your Guru Maharaj, he's only have two disciples, no one knows. It's not in that mode. It's not the number of disciple doesn't make who's great here. Number of lecture one gives doesn't make who great here. It's not like that. Everyone is Prabhupada's disciples. They are all hand-picked by Prabhupada. And Prabhupada, we go to strawberry picking, we go to blueberry picking, and all this picking, right? We don't pick that is not good. We pick only those fruits which are nice. Every sannyasis, very devotees that are present over here in our movement, they are all hand-picked by Prabhupada. So we cannot say Prabhupada has made a mistake of picking this one, that guru, this devotee, that devotee. We are blaming Prabhupada. That means so we should understand everyone is equally has to be treated. We are all one family. One family. We have to celebrate everyone Vyasa Puja. We have to glorify. We have to attend all Maharajas, all sannyasis, or all any great senior devotees. For that matter, even if anyone's disciple is coming and giving class, it's not that, oh, he is not my Maharaj disciple, I will not come to that class. Come on. This is not the way we have to grow in Krishna consciousness. Any visiting devotees coming here, everyone should flock like anything and show that we are all here. We are honoring them and we have to bring joy to that person. Not only attend only certain programs. That is not nice. That is not Krishna consciousness. We are categorizing that this is only a special devotee. These are not very special devotees. He is great. He is not great. Who are we to decide who is great and who is not great? Everyone is equal in Krishna's eyes, and everyone is in the same family. So therefore, we have to give same respect and same service to everyone. Of course, we should have our special corner for our Guru Maharaj. That is must be there. It's not that we treat everyone in that manner, but we should have a special corner for Guru Maharaj. That is always there. That does not mean we start disrespecting and not attending programs and doing whatever we want other things. Therefore, we should bravely say, I'm disciple of so and so. We should not be worried about saying this one. Like how Andal is telling, Pattapiran Kodai Sonna. Pattapiran Kodai Sonna. Kodai. What does this Kodai means? Kodai means, the meaning of Kodai means is a flower mala, flower garland. It's a flower garland, Pumali, flower garland. Now, Acharya is giving beautifully, Periyarvar made a beautiful mala. That mala is Andal, whose name is Kodai. So Kodai's father is Periyarvar. Periyarvar tied a beautiful mala and gave a name Koda. Goda is Andal. He made a beautiful garland, right? Now that garland made another garland. Please understand. Periyarvar made a garland and gave a name Andal. And that garland, whose Andal, made another garland. She made a beautiful mala, and that is Tiruppavai. But that Tiruppavai is being put on someone, tied on someone. Who is it? That Lord. The Lord wore the Tirumalai on around him. That Tirumalai. So Kodai means a beautiful garland or a flower, and she herself made this flower called Tirumalai, Tiruppavai, and given to the Lord to wear. Tirumal. He was wearing this Tirumalai. Kodai Sonna. This is an important point to word called Sonna. Sonna means told or said. What did she say? What she said is exactly what is said in the Vedas. Vedas and Tiruppavai are non-different. By studying the Vedas, whatever the conclusion that we are going to come down is exactly there in Tiruppavai. What do we study in Vedas? In the Vedas, we'll study some important points that we have to follow Sheshatvam. We are Paratantriya. We are not Swatantriya. We are Jivatma are meant to serve the Lord. And the ultimate purpose of our goal of our life is to have an eternal service of the Lord. This is exactly what the essence of Vedas. We don't even have to go and study Vedas for that matter, because we have got this Tiruppavai, which tells what the Vedas is. Vedas are difficult, but Tiruppavai is easy. Even those who doesn't know the language, who've been attending all this 30 days, you could understand the meaning of it. Therefore, you will appreciate, yes, this is much more clear and better if I would have gone and studied the Vedas for that matter. I was told by someone that someone was in St. Louis, was trying to go to India for 4 months or 5 months so that they can study Vedas. When we are doing it for free for 30 days, over Vedas are done. We are done Vedas, Parayanam. We have finished Vedas in 30 days. That person was going to spend the money and go to the school and trying to study the Vedas for, it's not a 4 months course, by the way. Vedas cannot be studied in 4 months. Right? It's going to, you have to learn the language first, then you have to do a recitation of repeating or repetition of, it's called Sanda. You have to repeat the Vedas to get memorized and then go to the deeper meaning of Veda and go to the further deeper meaning of Veda, and your lifetime will finish. Just simply come, attend 30 days of Tirupavi Pasuram, and that's all, free of cost. Only your time is needed. All you have to give is your time and ear with your heart. One may give the time, one may give the ear, but the heart will not be there. That is also no good. So we have to give our time, we have to give our ears, to have to give, open our heart to receive, because the Vedas are salty water. The Vedas are salty water. Like how the cloud comes and takes the salty water from the ocean and then takes it and purifies it and gives back as a pure water, and that water benefits everyone. Likewise, if you go to Vedas, it's very, very difficult for us. But the same Vedas, Andal like a cloud, taken the Vedas, removed the salt, and given to us in the 30 Pasuram for us to enjoy. Sangat Timur Mari, Anipuduvai Paingamala Tantarial Patabiran Kode Sunna. Next line, fifth line, Sanga Tamil Malai Muppadum Tappame. This beautiful Tamil garland, those who recite every day 30 verses without fail, Tappame, without fail, those who recite this 30 pas. We have to understand that Andal is none other than Bhuma Devi, Bhumata. The Mother Earth is incarnated as Andal. What Varahadev has given instruction to Bhuma Devi is the same instruction what Andal is giving over us to us in this particular, in this 30 Pasal. She just made the Vedas very easy, in very easy way. Ramayana, you say Ramayana was heard by Rama alone, right? Ramayana, we know that when Lavkush came back came to Ayodhya, it was Rama alone sitting on his throne and hearing to Valmiki Ramayana. But then the beauty of Tiruppavai is, it is not that only Rama, Krishna heard, it was Krishna and Nappinai together was hearing Tiruppavai. Which is more greater? Having to hear with the concert of the Lord, or just the Lord himself hearing? It's always great to recite Tiruppavai in front of both the Lord and his consort. Therefore, Tiruppavai was sung in front of Nappinai and Krishna. Again, this is Manobhava, right? It's not that they were there over there. So, Sangat Tamil Male, this beautiful garland, Sangam. Sangam means a group. Satsang, you say satsang, right? Satsang means a good sangha, good group of people. Satsang. A sangha means a several, it has, again, it has several connotation. It has several connotation. One is that this prabandham, this particular Tiruppavai, must be recited in Goshti. Goshti means when all the people to come together, they all sit together and we have to recite Tiruppavai. That is what we are going to, we have been doing 30 days, but virtually, but we are going to do this tonight at the temple in front of Krishna Balaram for their pleasure. Looks like Krishna Balaram wants this Tirupave in front of them. We made a plan something and something else worked out differently. It's God. That's why we say we are not the controller. Krishna is the controller. He will make things happen as he wants because he's Swatantriyan. He's Swatantriyan. Therefore, he will make it happen. So he wanted this Tirupave to be concluded in front of him. Very fortunate for all of us to be in front of him and listen to Tirupavi concluding with the summary of it and also with Andal Kalyanam, Andal marriage Kalyanam. So the Prabandham must be recited with great faith, interest, with wholeheartedly. One should not recite or one should not speak on Tirupavai if they are not having any interest. They are getting bored and they are not wholeheartedly doing. They're just doing for the sake of doing. Sometimes we see that some people when we have to give class, some people come and give class, but then there's not much of time and effort and things are put. We just take it and come and just start speaking whatever we want to speak. We have to put interest in what we are going to present. We have to give our time, give our energy, sacrifice certain things. That shows that we are interested. We are doing this service wholeheartedly, not for the name, fame, and prestige, but as a service to Krishna and for the devotees. Therefore, this has to be done in that way, sangam, in a sangam, in a group, in great group. And this Tirupave has to be recited very beautifully in a melodic way, in a like a music. This can be sung, and you can go to the YouTube and look for Tirupave, and you find so many different singers, professional singers or no, devotees also. They have sung very nicely. And now, Sanga Tamil Malay, 30, this 30 songs or 30 Pasuram stanzas of verses, 30 miss pannamal. I'm sorry, tappami. Tappami, one should not miss out. One should not miss out any of this 30 Pasuram. They have to hear all the 30 Pasurams to get the full benefit out of it. Why? Why? Because um, whoever is attended from day one to this date, the last day, you see that there is a beautiful flow and sequence from Pasuram 1 through 30th Pasuram. And if you missed some of this thing, then there's some broken things over there. You cannot connect certain things, or you miss some important message on that particular Pasuram. Right? Therefore, to get the full experience of this Krishna Anubhava, which get the full experience, then we have to listen to all the 30 Pasuram from starting to end. And not only that, why we have to listen to this one is it gives us an important message called Artha Panchakam. Artha Panchakam are 5 important messages that Tiruppavai gives us. What are the things that is the Brahma Swarupam, the absolute, the nature of God. Jivatma Swarupam, the nature of Jivatma. Upaya Swarupam, which is what are the means to attain the Lord, right? The Paramatma Swarupam, Jivatma Swarupam, Upaya Swarupam. That is who God is, who am I, and what is the mean to attain God. And the fourth one is Virodhi Swarupam. What is that stopping me to attain that Lord? I know God is there. I know whose God is. I know who I am. I know what's the mean. I need to do something. I need to do bhakti. I need to perform Sharanagati. That is the mean to attain God. There is no other mean. There's no other mean. There's no other mean. No other mean. Because if at all we want to go to God, this is the only way we can go. We have to surrender to the God. There's no other. Surrender to God and perform bhakti. This is the only means, but we can attain God not through by just performing karma yoga, not just by performing jnana yoga, not just going to the kriya yoga classes, not by that shakti, this shakti, and none of those things are way to go to God. Only bhakti, 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 bhakti. In the mood of surrender, by the way. Not without Sharanagati, we perform bhakti, it's also no use. We have to perform bhakti in the mood of surrendering, Saranagati. So therefore, I know the Upaya Sarupa, the fourth, and then what is the problem? Why I am not able to do? I understand. I've been listening to this lecture for 30 days, and for my not 30 days. I've been practicing so many for 20 years, 25 years, whatever the years are. And I know Krishna consciousness. I know I'm Jivatma. I'm not this body. I know bhakti is the only means to attain. But what is that stopping me? Why am I not able to do this, Prabhuji? Fourth reason, Virodhi Swarupam. We also know who's the Virodhi. Who's the Virodhi stopping us to do? Where is the Virodhi? My neighbor? Or that Mataji? Or that Prabhuji? He is the enemy that's stopping me to practice Krishna consciousness. Matrenam Kamangal Matrero Empavai. That is what we saw in the previous Pasuram. But it is our karma, it is our desire which is why it's stopping us. Because our desire, we are not able to proceed further into Krishna consciousness. No one to be blamed. We can keep on telling that why that person is not coming to the temple. That suddenly a person may tell, Prabhu, I don't see you coming to the temple at all. And that person may tell you back, Prabhu, I don't like the management. I don't like that Prabhu, the way he is doing this. Mataji is behaving like that. Come on. Come on. It is our desire. We don't want to go to temple. If we have a strong desire, we don't see all those problems. We are keeping our desire how the temple has to take care of me and treat me. I have certain expectation. If that expectation is not met, then I'm not going to be in that organization. I'm not going to do any services. I'm not going to be part of that program. No, that tells you have some other desire. That desire has to matrinam kamangal matru. That is why we have to pray the 29th Pasuram every single day. My dear Lord, my desires are so many desires. Change all my desire. Completely replace my current desire with a new set of desire of you alone. Everything should be you alone, Krishna. I don't want any other desire. Change my desire, remove my desire, replace it with your desire alone. That is Virodhi Swarupam, meaning we have problems. That we have to identify what my problems are. So we have to identify my problem. That is Virodhi Swarupam 29. And then Prapya Swarupam, that is 20, that is the fifth one. Prapya Swarupam is what is the ultimate goal that I'm going to achieve. This is called Artha Panchakam. Paramatma Swarupam, Jivatma Swarupam, Upaya Swarupam, Virodhi Swarupam, Prapya Swarupam. Who is God? Who am I? What does it mean to attain God? What is stopping me from attaining God? And what is the end result I'm going to get? It is all there in Tiruppavai, and this is what Vedas teaches us. The Vedas is going to give this not only Vedas, you take Puranas, any Purana, Bhagavata Purana, or Ramayanam, anything you take. This is a 5 subject matter will be there. Bhagavad Gita, anything you take, this is a 5 subject matter will be discussed. All the scripture. Who is God? Who am I? What's the mean? What are the problems that I have? I cannot attain and practice what I need to practice. What the end result? Called Artha Panchakam. It is there in Tiruppavai. Number 26th பாசம். மாலே மணிவண்ணா மார்கழி நீராடுவான் மேலையார் செய்வனகள் வேண்டுவன கேட்டீர் ஞானத்தை எல்லாம் நடுங்க முரல்வண்ண பாலுண்ண வண்ணத்து பாஞ்ச ஜன்னியமே போல்வன வண்ணங்கள் போய் பாலுடைய எனவே சால பெரும்பறை பல்லாண்டு இசைப்பாரே கோல விளக்கே கொடியே விதானமே ஆளின் இலையாய் அருளேலோர் எம்பா. ஆளின் இலை, that term all in ilai, right? That talks about who is Paramatma, who is Bhagavan, who is the Supreme Lord. That tells the identification and address and details of who God is. 26th Pasuram. About Jivatma. கூடாரை வெல்லும் சீர் கோவிந்தா உன் தன்னை பாடி பறைகொண்டு யாம் பெரு சம்மானம் நாடும் பொழுதும் பரிசினால் நன்றாக சூடகமே தோல்வலையே தோடே செவிப்பூவே பாடகமே என்றனே பல்கலும் யாம் அணிவோம் ஆடை உடுப்போம் அதற்பின்னே பாட்சோடு மூடனை பெய்து முழங்கி வழிவார கூடியிருந்து குளிந்தோர் எம்பாவாய் கூடாரை வெல்லும் சீர் கோவிந்தா உன் தன்னை பாடி பறைகொண்டு யாம் பெரும் சம்மானம். So this particular song is talks about all the details about Jivatma Swarupam. And the 20th Pasuram that we saw, which is Karavaigal Pinchendru Kanam Che Dumbom Ari Ondrum Illada Ai Kulathu Un Tannai Piravi Perandane Punyam Yam Udayom Kure Ondrum Illada Govinda Un Tannor Urave Namakkinga Urikka Uriyadu Ariyada Pillaigalom Anbinal Un Tannai Sirube Arithanamum Siri Arulade Irevani Tarai Parayelor Empavai. This is where the Upaya Swarupam means Saranagati Bhakti, where I have to surrender to you, Lord. That is the only mean that I attend to you. And 29th Pasuram, which is not too far, we saw that yesterday. சிற்றும் சிறுகாலை வந்துன்னை சேவித்து உன் பொற்றாமரை அடியே போற்றும் பொருள்கேராய் பெற்று மேய்த்துனும் குளத்தில் பிறந்து நீ குற்றேவல் எங்களை கொல்லாமல் போகாது இற்றை பறைகொள்வான் என்றுகான் கோவிந்தா எற்றைக்கும் ஏழேழு பிறவிக்கும் உன் தன்னோடு உற்றோமே ஆவோம் உனக்கே நாம் ஆட்செய்வோம் மற்றைனம் காமங்கள் மாற்றேலோர் எம்பாவாய். That line, மற்றைனம் காமங்கள் மாற்றேலோர் எம்பாவாய். Enemies is talk about enemy. Therefore, my dear Lord, remove all the enemies within my heart, not outside. Outside enemies are okay, but the inside enemies are the dangerous one. Therefore, my dear Lord, matrenam kamangal, change my consciousness to Krishna consciousness, my material consciousness to Krishna consciousness, my liking of other things to you. Change everything, replace everything. That is 29, Virodhi Swarupam. And the Prapya Swarupam is this particular Pasuram, Vanga Kadagarinda Madhavanai Keshavanai Tingal Tirumugathu Serudayar Sendruranji Anga Parigonda Vatrai Ani Puduvai Pain Kamala Tanteriyal Pattabiran Kodai Sonna அங்க தமிழ் மாலை 30 தப்பாமே இங்கி பரிசுரைப்பார் ஈரிரண்டு மால் வரை தோல் செங்கன் திருமுகத்து செல்வ திருமாலால் எங்கும் திருவருள் பெற்றின்புருவர் எம்பாவாய். Therefore Tirupavai has what Vedas has, what Bhagavatam has, what Bhagavad Gita has, what Ramayana has in just 30 verses. That is 26th Pasuram speaks about Paramatma Swarupam, 27 talks about Jivatma Swarupam, 28 talks about Upaya Swarupam, 29 talks about Virodhi Swarupam, and 30th speaks about Prapya Swarupam. Not only that, Tiruppavai also speaks about deity worship. Tiruppavai speaks about deity worship. When you're performing deity worship, there are certain things we have to do. Mantrasanam, Snanasanam, Alangarasanam, Bhogyasanam, Punarmantrasanam, Paryankasanam. These are all things to be done when you are doing deity worship. We have to do this one as part of deity worship. What are these things? Mantrasana means you go to the deities and then wake up the deities. My dear Lord, please wake up from your bed. Please come so that I can serve you nicely. So mantrasanam. And when the Lord arrives in front of us, snanasanam, we have to bathe the Lord very nicely. That is snanasanam. Alangarasanam, then we have to put dress up nicely with nice dresses and put a garland and whatever the tilak we have to keep. Alangarasanam. And bhogyasanam means we have to offer something, bhog. We have to offer some fruits, sweets, and whatever it is, we have to offer something to the Lord. That is we have to do as a 1, 2, 3, 4th item. And Mantra Asanam is we have to offer our praise, Pratana. That is where we have to offer all our praise. My dear Lord, I am such and such person. I am trying to do whatever the best thing I can do. Please help me in my Krishna consciousness. Please remove all my anarthas. I am not a very nice person. I do all mistakes in deity worship. I am dealing with devotees. please help me remove all my anarthas. My dear Lord, please take care of me. That's another one. Priyan, what is the mantra? Paryankasanam. Paryankasanam is requesting Lord to please return back to your place, to your bed. You invited him. We did all the upacharam, whatever we need to do the upacharam, and upacharam is done. We are requesting Lord, please you return back to your place. Right? Now, in Tiruppavai, all these things are there. All the items that I just said, the 6 deity worship is there. Even if those who does not have deities at home, if they can recite Tiruppavai, we can say that they have done deity worship. Where are those things? Where are those things? In the 23rd Pasuram, மாறி மலைமொழி மன்னி கிடந்துறங்கும் சீரிய சிங்க மறிவுற்று தீ விழுத்து வேரி மயிர் பங்கைய பாடும் பேர்ந்துதறி மூறி நிமிர்ந்து முழங்கி பொறுப்பட்டு போதருமா போலே நீ பூவை பூவண்ணா உன் கோயில் நின்றெங்கனே போந்தருளி கோப்புடைய சீரிய சிங்காசனத்திலிருந்து யாம் வந்து காரியம் ஆராய்ந்து அருளேலோர் எம்பாவாய். ப்ளீஸ் வேக் அப் மை லார்ட், கெட் அப், wake up. Mantrasanam. Please get up, wake up, my Lord. The Lord gets up, and now what we are going to do? We have to give the bathe the Lord, right? Margari Tingal Madinerinda Nannala, Nirada Podivir Podimino Neri, Sirmalgum Maipadi Silva Sirmirkal. கூர்வேல் கொடுந்துயில நந்த கோபாலன் குமரன் ஏரார்ந்த கண்ணி யசோத இளம் சிங்கம் கார் மேனி செங்கன் கதிர்மதியன் போல் முகத்தான் நாராயணனே நமக்கே பறை தருவான் பாரோர் புழ படிந்தேலோ நம்பவர். This is bathing the Lord. Snanasanam is over. Now, dressing up the Lord and putting garland to him, Alangarasanam, Kudare Vellum Seer Govinda, Untanne Pari Parikondi Yamperu Sammanam. That particular song is about 27th Pasuram is that one. And then offering fruits, offering something to the Lord, right? Bogyasanam. It says, Karavegal Pinchendu Kanam Chendu Unbom. Unbom to eat. Karavegal Pinchendu Kanam Chendu Unbom, Arivundu Milla the Ai Kulate. That takes care of the offering. And Prarthana, we are Prarthana, making offering, doing a prayer to the Lord, right? Punarmantrasanam, that is எற்றைக்கும் ஏழேழு பிறவிக்கும் உன் தொன்னோர் உற்றோமை ஆவும் உனக்கே நாம் ஆட்செய்வோம் மற்றை நம் காமங்கள் மாற்றேலோர் எம்பாவாய். 29th Pasuram. Even if I have to take life after life after life after life after life after life, my dear Lord, I have to be always in service, in your service. All the other desires that I have, please remove them or replace them with Krishna consciousness. That is 29 Prarthana we are doing. And the lastly, we are going to request the Lord, please, you can return back to your bed, take rest. Vanga kadal gadainda Madhavanai Keshavanai, Tingal Tirumugathu Serurayar Senduranji. Therefore, Mantrasanam is 23 Pasuram. Snanasanam is 1st Pasuram, Alangarasanam is 27th Pasuram, Bogyasanam is 28th Pasuram, Punarmantrasanam is 29th Pasuram, and Priyankasanam is 30th Pasuram. Therefore, you should not miss. If you miss even deity worship, we are not able to do deity worship. By chanting Tiruppavai, we have done this service. We know Artha Panchakam we have realized, and also we have performed deity service. That does not mean that we skip doing deity worship. Please understand. We always go to the extreme point, right? Oh, then why am I can save my time to skip the deity worship and only recite 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then move on. No. That's not the message. So if you're capable of doing, your body is supporting and your mind is stable, then you can do the best that we have to do the best we could do. Those exceptions are always there for people who cannot do. They're not able to do, or whatever the reason. For them, they can do Tiruppavai. But just because we are doing deity worship, it's not that we don't need to do Tiruppavai. We can do deity worship and we can also recite Tiruppavai. That is how we have to take and understand. That's enough. Now let's move on. இங்கிருப்பார் இங்கு பரிசுரைப்பார் ஈரிரண்டு மால் வரைத்தோல். இங்கு பரிசுரைப்பார் ஈரிரண்டு மால் வரைத்தோல். ஈரிரண்டு மால் வரைத்தோல் is quite interesting. ஈரிரண்டு means 2 into 2. That is 4. 2 into 2, because the Lord, for what we have done to him, he feels 2 hands is not sufficient enough to reciprocate, right? So you want to multiply that. It's therefore this says, ஈரிரண்டு மால் வரைத்தோல், the Lord has 4 shoulder, which is like a mountain shoulder. Each one is a mountain, not everything mountain. Each one is like a mountain, that big. Why? To bless us, to give us what we want. So what we have to take here is, it is not only the Lord multiplied 2-hand form into 4-hand form. What he has done is, we have to extract further into this one, that 2-hand, when he sees his devotees, he feels that I'm not giving enough to this devotee. I should be giving more to, I should be giving more than what, this is not at all sufficient. So when he thinks like that, what happens is 2 hands becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, 8 becomes 16, 16 becomes 32, 32 becomes 64, 64 becomes 124, 124 becomes 256, 256 becomes 512, 512 becomes 1024, and then 1024 becomes 2048, and 2048 becomes 4096, 4096 becomes 8192, 8192 becomes 16,384, and I cannot do any further math. I just stop there. So it just multiplies so much so because he want to give to us. Therefore, he expands himself in such a way. இன்றிருப்பார் இங்கி பரிசுரைப்பார் ஈரிரண்டு மால் வரைத்தோல் இங்கிரண்டு மால் வரைத்தோல். After hearing Andal first pasam, and that we can understand that over here what she has first pasam in this particular pasam where she speaks about the greatness of Madhava and Keshava, right over there, Madhava and Keshava, and she's going to end up with Tirumale, Madhava and Keshava, that is in connection with his concert, and then ending also she's connecting with concert. That means concert means with Mahalakshmi. So one should always pray the Lord along with his concert. One cannot minus and start worshipping Krishna alone. It's not at all a good practice. That's not what we've been taught and how we have to pray. Therefore, that's the point to understand how this pastime is started over there. Vanga கடல் கடைந்த மாதவனை கேசவனை செங்கல் திருமுகத்து சேரியா சென்று, and the ending also செங்கன் திருமுகத்து செல்வ திருமாலால், செங்கன் திருமுகத்து செல்வ திருமாலால். That means எங்கும் திருவருள் பெற்றின் புருவர் means எங்கும் means wherever you are, whether you are here in St. Louis or whether you are in India, wherever you are, it doesn't matter. And whatever condition you are, that doesn't matter, because for us to study the Vedas, not we can study the Vedas anytime and wherever we are. We have to, there are certain things that needs to be, certain criteria are there which have to be satisfied for us to study Vedas. If we don't fall into that criteria, then we cannot study Vedas. But for us to study Tiruppavai, there's no criteria. There's no that you have to be like this, you have to born in this, none of those criteria are there. All you have to is just study Tiruppavai and get the same benefit of what we are studying Vedas. That's the point again, repetition here. So Yengu means the blessings that we are going to get from the Lord is even here in this world, Leela Vibhuti, or this material world, or also when we go back to the spiritual world, the mercy of the Lord, the Arul, the Tiruvarul, the mercy of the Lord continues to be always with us, cannot be taken out. The Bhagavata Seva. That means we have the Bhagavata Seva here. We are serving the devotees, we are serving the deities here. That service is not going to be ended. When we go back, we'll get the same service of serving the devotees there in the spiritual world and serving the Lord himself directly in the spiritual world. Therefore, that is the biggest benefit that we are going to get. It's not only that, when we are chanting this one, we understand that this, as Tirupavai is as good as Vedas or as Vedas itself, whatever is hidden in the Vedas, it's been revealed in Tirupavai. Vedas always is in Tamil language, Vedas are called as Marai. Marai means it hides. Another word of another meaning of another term for Vedas called Marai. Marai means to hide something. So it always hides. Vedas does not speak things directly, it doesn't open up. Therefore, we have so many interpretations, so many schools of thought, many things, right? In Vedas, many interpretations are there. But when it comes to Tirupavai, that same thing which has been hidden in Vedas, it's been revealed openly in Tirupavai. Seshatvam, Dasatvam, Paratantriyam, what is Paratantriyam, that we are not Swatantriya, our duty to serve the Lord. Therefore, remembering and chanting Tirupavai is as good as studying Vedas every day. Now that since you all heard this Tirupavai all these days, some of you might be thinking that I missed some of this Tirupavai classes. What am I supposed to do? Because it is very clearly says the Tirupavai, the fifth line of the Tirupavai very clearly says that Sangat Tamil Malai Muppadum Tappame. You should have not missed one class. You should have heard all 30 Pasuram to get the full benefit of Krishna, Radha Krishna, Lakshmi Narayana, Sita Rama. If you have missed, then you will not get. That is what it says. Muppadum Tappame means you should have not missed. You should have heard every single day, recited every Pasuram every day. Then you get the benefit. What to do? Therefore, the Acharyas have mercifully given a way, that is, those who have missed, At the end of the Tiruppavai, when we are giving lecture on the 30th Pasuram, the standard procedure is that we have to summarize the entire Tiruppavai in nutshell. We have to summarize entire Tiruppavai in the nutshell. Therefore, that person who missed one or two or even all the Tiruppavai, when he attends the summary of the Tiruppavai at the last Pasuram, he gets the same benefit of hearing all the Pasurams. Uh, I'm not telling this just because don't take this as a thing for the future presentation. Every time this is going to be the rule. No, for Tirupavi, that's the case. For other literatures, it may not be same. Therefore, please don't take it as a cookie cutter and start applying. I'll only attend the last presentation, last class, because it's going to be the essence and we'll get the same benefit. Not that. Tiruppavai has a special thing. If you have missed any of the Tiruppavai, by attending the last Pasuram of Tiruppavai, when you attend attentively the summary of the Tiruppavai, you get the same benefit of what Tiruppavai will give. Otherwise, if you have heard this one, not only that, the other benefits are we will have no negativity in our life. We will have no negativity, no evil thoughts or evil forces that influence our life, no diseases, nothing. You may be Prabhu. Until this, you are nice. Now you're talking about material things. Why, as a devotee, we are be concerned about material things? There's no need, only focus on the spiritual aspect, Krishna consciousness. Don't talk about money, disease goes away, you'll get money, you'll get job. We are not renounced as we are actually supposed to be. We are in this world. That means we are still performing our life and duties with many hats we are wearing. Therefore, for us to perform Krishna consciousness, we need to have good health. Be disease less health. We need to have money so we can serve the devotees. We have a good health to serve the devotees and deities, and we don't want any negative forces which pushes us down mentally. We don't want any negative thing. By reciting Tirupavai, we will not be influenced by the negative energies, evil things, no disease, no, we'll get all the benefits, auspicious things that we need. That is the benefit of reciting Tirupavai and hearing Tirupavai. Now, the last part of this one is Acharya Vaibhavam. We've been seeing, we did not cover Acharya Vaibhavam from first Pasuram 1 because the whole Tirupavai can be turned into a different angle to only speak about Acharya, right from one Pasuram. From first Pasuram to 30th Pasuram, it can only meant for about glorifying the Acharyas, Gurus. That is also another interpretation has been given, but I only added here and there in some Pasuram to give a flavor that how beautiful the commentaries are, how we can connect this to Guru also. So Acharyas are the one Vanga Kadal Kadainda Madhavane Keshavane. Acharyas are Vanga Kadal Kadainda. The Vedas are so broad, so wide, so much, but Acharya churns this Kadal, this Veda, and it takes out the essence of the Vedas. You know, that's what Acharya does. When we go and attend lectures from the gurus and acharyas, they give the essence of the particular Vedas, particular Puranas, whatever. They give the essence. Therefore, Vanga Kadal Kadainda Madhavane Keshavane. How the Madhava name and Keshava name is actually meant for Acharya. One's guru can be called as Madhava, one guru can be called as Keshava. Again, this has nothing to do with Mayavadi philosophy that, oh, now that Narayana is also me, I am also Narayana, Madhava and Keshava is also me, my guru is Madhava, I am also Madhava, everyone is Madhava, everyone is God. That is not what it is. But Acharyas gives a beautiful explanation. Acharyas are also Madhava, Dhavam, Tavam, Dhavam, Tavam. Tavam means austerity. Ma means great. Great austerity. One who performs the great austerity. Who can perform great austerities? Only acharyas can. The gurus can perform austerity. We are all cannot. We are trying to perform some little things, but the biggest austerity is done by the acharyas. Acharyas who got the essence by churning the Vedas. That Madhava, Acharya Madhava, Madhava. Acharya is not only Madhava. Your Keshava. Keshava means Krishna controlled and destroyed the demon called Keshi. Keshi. Acharya also controls not one horse. At least Krishna over there, he killed only one horse. But Acharya kills 5 horses. Kills 5 horses means he helps the disciple to control the 5 horses called the senses. The 5 senses just runs here and there. But that Acharya who control the disciple's senses and destroys the thought process of wanting to enjoy the material world is Keshava. வங்க கடல் கடைந்த மாதவனை கேசவனை we go திங்கள் திருமுகத்து சேருழையார் சென்றுழஞ்சி. We go with fully with bhakti, jnana and vairagyam. The disciple goes to Acharya tingal tirumugathu. What is tingal tirumugathu? That means the beautiful moon-like face with lot of ornaments. The beautiful face that we have is bhakti. The ornaments are vairagyam and jnana. We have to have some knowledge, not that entire knowledge. We have to have some knowledge. We have to have some vairagyam, some detachment in our life. But the face will reflect our bhakti. Therefore, we approach the Acharya, we approach a Guru, Tingal Tirumugathu Seyurayar, Sendrenji, and then when we go there, what does the Acharya give to us? What does the Lord, the Guru rewards us? What he does, Anga Paregondavare, he engages in our devotional service. He engages in the service of devotees. He engages us in the service of deities. That is what he does in the third line, Anga Paregondavare. So we approach an Acharya who knows the essence of the Vedas, who is Madhava because he performed lot of austerity, he is Keshava because he is able to control the senses of his disciple. We go in front of the Acharya and surrender to the Acharya with a little bhakti, little knowledge, little vairagyam. That becomes our beautiful moon-like face, and that becomes our ornament when we go surrender at the lotus feet of Acharya Guru, that he rewards us a devotional service, Anga Parekonda Vare. And then it comes Anipadiwai Paingamala Tantariyal Pattapiran Kodi Sonna Sanga Tamil Male Muppadam Tappame and so forth. It all speaks about the greatness of Acharya. This Tirupavi, the 30th Pasuram, speaks about Acharya Vaibhavam. Ideally, as I said, now it's pretty much we are done with Tirupavai. Officially, we can say we have completed 30 Pasurams of Tirupavai, but it is not done yet. Unless and until we speak and glorify Andal Kalyanam, then we are not done yet. Therefore, we request you all to, as you have been graciously attending these 30 days, please come this evening at 6:30, short 6:30, because we don't want to delay. And as you know, if you delay, I will delay. And you all know, you must have got an experience in 30 days of how I speak, right? Therefore, I cannot control myself. I'll go on. Therefore, please come on time. Please come so we can finish on time. We are going to see the summary of Tirupavai, and we are going to see the Andal Tirukkalyan, Andal's marriage. Do not miss that session, because if you have missed anything, this is the last opportunity to catch up. And if you have not missed anything, this is a great opportunity to summarize everything. Please join it at 6:30. So please come. With that said, வங்க கடல்கடைந்த மாதவனை கேசவனை திங்கள் திருமுகத்து சேருழையார் சென்றிழஞ்சி அங்க பறைகொண்ட வாற்றை அணிபுதுவை பைங்கமல தந்தெறியல் பட்டபிரான் கோதை சொன்ன சங்கத் தமிழ்மாலை 30 தப்பாமே இங்கி பரிசுரைப்பார் ஈரிரண்டு மால் வரைத்தோல் செங்கன் திருமுகத்து செல்வ திருமாலால் எங்கும் திருவர் பெற்றென்பொருவர் எம்பாவாய். ஆண்டாள் திருவடிகளே சரணம், எம்பெருமானார் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜியர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். Thank you all very much. Please grace us by coming this evening so we can happily enjoy Andal Tirukkalyanam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.